Yes, 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 Kenya. Tamu sana. Oh yeah. Tamu sana. Tamu sana. Yes, tamu sana. Yes. Sometimes early this year, around February, Jubilee Party expelled 6 nominated senators. Upon the 6 nominated senators being expelled by Jubilee, they ran to the political parties tribunal that temporarily put on hold their expulsion from Jubilee Party. That was around February. Then on May 6th, that was on Thursday, political parties tribunal found that the expulsion of the 6 was done unlawfully. So that political parties tribunal quashed Jubilee Party's decision to expel the 6 senators. It simply means the 6 were saved from expulsion by the Jubilee Party. But then a day later, political parties tribunal overturned its own decision, but on one senator, Isaac Mwaura. The political parties tribunal, making their ruling on 7th, found or rather upheld the Jubilee Party decision to expel Senator Isaac Mwaura. So it simply means that Senator Isaac Mwaura ceased being a senator as from 7th May. That was on Friday. That was on Friday, ladies and gentlemen. The other 5 were saved, but Isaac Mwaura was sent home. That was on 7th Friday. Then yesterday, Kenneth Lusaka made a declaration in the National Senate, And this is what Kenneth Lusaka said in the Senate yesterday. It is notified for the general information of the public that pursuant to Article 103(1)(I) of the Constitution and Section 37 of the Elections Act, the seat of the member of the Senate elected under Article 98(1)(d) of the Constitution and held by Honorable Isaac Mwaura Maigwa became vacant with effect from 7th May 2021. That declaration had a headline, Occurrence of Vacancy in a Member Elected Through a Party List. So that declaration by Senate Speaker Kenneth Lusaka just meant that Isaac Mwaura was no longer a senator and that the position he held was actually vacant. That was yesterday. Then today morning, ladies and gentlemen, Jubilee Party has nominated a replacement in the name of Sammy Leshore. Sammy Leshore is a former Samburu senator. So Sammy Leshore technically takes over from Isaac Mwaura. So ladies and gentlemen, there is a very interesting twist to this whole discussion, because it seems to appear from what we know is that the 6 might have been expelled because of their close working relationship with William Ruto. But Murathe yesterday, speaking to the Standard newspaper, lifted the lead as to what might have mobilized Jubilee Party aggressively to zero on Isaac Mwaura. This is what Murathe said yesterday through the Standard newspaper. Yes. Let me say that we cannot continue to tolerate goons in our party. He, Mwaura, according to our investigations, planned to disrupt Raila from campaigning for the BBI in Mount Kenya region. And this was witnessed in Githurai last year. Why do you think Raila retreated after that day? Our investigations tell us that Mwaura and his company have already planned to throw this country into unrest before 2022. Murathe is simply trying to say that they never expelled Mwaura because of his close working relationship with Ruto, but they expelled him because he organized goons to storm Raila's Githurai rally last year. And we all know what happened in Githurai last year when Raila went there. There was a lot of fighting there. In fact, some Raila's motorcade was actually stoned there. So Murathe is saying that that's the reason they have expelled this senator. And then for the remaining 5, ladies and gentlemen, Murathe made it clear yesterday that they want to initiate a new process of removing the remaining 5. And from what we can see, the remaining 5, I think their goose is also cooked, and most likely they will follow in the same route that Isaac Mwaura has followed. They are most likely going home as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is also one Gunjiri Wambugu who really made it a little bit interesting. Gunjiri Wambugu is Nyeri Town MP. This morning, he posted something on his social media account. This is what he said. Jubilee Party replaces Isaac Mwaura with Samile Shore in Senate. As I said yesterday, this game has rules. This game has rules. That's Gunjiri Wambugu. And maybe for you, if you don't know, the 6 senators who were expelled by Jubilee Party were Millicent Omanga, Mary Senator Victor Prengei, Naomi Wako, and Falhada Iman. Those were the 6 who were expelled. 1 has already been sent home. The 5 remaining, Murathe has just made it clear that they want to initiate a new process of removing them. We all know these are all Ruto allies. So if you look at the end game of all these things, ladies and gentlemen, one person is being targeted, and that's William Ruto. And just as Gunjiri Wambugu, Nyeri Town MP, has said, this game has rules. That's what Gunjiri Wambugu has said. The game has rules, yes, ladies and gentlemen. And this rule reminds me of something I said earlier on in this YouTube channel. I said that one mistake William Ruto made. William Ruto broke the first law of the 48 laws of power. And the first law is very clear that don't outshine the master. William Ruto appeared that he was so much brilliant and so much powerful than the master being the president. William Ruto outshone the master in the Jubilee Party and also on the ground in Mount Kenya. I know he might have threatened the master. So I did prophesy some times back, and I do still prophesy today, that most likely there is a popular figure in history in France called Nicolas Fouquet. Nicolas Fouquet outshone the master, and he actually ended up dying in prison. Nicolas Fouquet in France around 16th century. Nicolas outshone the master, and he died in prison charged with embezzlement of public finance. We know currently, ladies and gentlemen, that there are very wide allegations of one William Ruto being corrupt. And then currently, we know that William Ruto has outshone the master. And the king might not be happy with William Ruto. So I'm seeing a situation where there is a similarity between Nicolas Fouquet in France under King Louis XIV administration and one William Ruto under the reigns of Uhuru Kenyatta. The similarity is simple. Nicolas Fouquet in France, during that time, there used to be a prime minister who would rule on behalf of the king. The prime minister was somebody called Jules Mazarin. That was in France. So Jules Mazarin died while he was in office. So it was incumbent upon the king to find a replacement of the late Prime Minister. And the person who best fitted the bill was Nicolas Fouquet, who was like the cabinet minister for finance then in France. He was very much popular and very much loved by the people, both the elites and the people on the ground. He was a popular man. So upon the death of the Prime Minister Jules Mazarin, Nicolas Fouquet felt he was the person who would automatically replace the late Prime Minister. So he organized a very lavish party in his newly built castle and invited the king. So the king attended, and every who in France attended the invitation, or rather the ceremony. So each and every speaker who stood was just praising Nicolas Fouquet. Every person who stood was just praising Nicolas Fouquet for his charity and for his brilliance. He was, and he had also a lot of money. Who could loan the government money and they could return it to him at an interest. So each and every speaker who stood to speak praised Nicolas Fouquet. And the young king was just there listening. He inherited the seat from his late dad. So he was still a young king. So the young king might have felt threatened by Nicolas Fouquet's popularity. So the following day, the young king ordered for the arrest of Nicolas Fouquet. He was charged of embezzlement of public finance. But later historians tell us that it was not even about embezzlement of public finance. It was simply because the young king felt threatened by Nicolas Fouquet's growing popularity. That's what might have led to Nicolas Fouquet being arrested and charged of embezzlement of public finance. We all know, ladies and gentlemen, that William Ruto has outshone Uhuru Kenyatta. In fact, he has made Uhuru Kenyatta a laughing stock in Mount Kenya. You can hear currently even people from the mountain saying that they don't recognize Uhuru Kenyatta, but they recognize William Ruto. And Mount Kenya is Uhuru's own background, where he comes from, his home area. So William Ruto has badly outshone the master. And I say without any fear of contradiction that if you study, history is a way in which they're related, or rather interconnected anyway. The fate that befell Nicolas Fouquet might easily befall William Ruto. And William Ruto, if you look at the current games being played, is more than even an impeachment. And an impeachment can easily be brought today and it will sail through. Because we saw yesterday in the Senate that about 52 senators supported the BBI and about 11 rejected the BBI. The 52, that's about almost 80% of the Senate. That's enough to impeach one William Ruto. And then also in the National Assembly, we also saw the same thing. 235, that's well over 2/3 members of parliament in the assembly. So to impeach William Ruto is very, very easy. And he will be in Sugoi if an impeachment motion was brought against him. But then I'm seeing it's more than just an impeachment. There is a wider scheme of even imprisoning one William Ruto. Because we know currently, William Ruto has been mentioned on several corruption allegations. And David Murathe has been making it very clear that Uhuru Kenyatta will not leave power to a thief. And also sometimes back at Twoli said that William Ruto will not be on the ballot. So if you connect all these dots, ladies and gentlemen, then it points to a situation where William Ruto might just be locked behind cells. If you look at it objectively. In politics, sometimes it can get dirty, as Nicolo Machiavelli puts it. So, ladies and gentlemen, the end game of all this thing is maybe to impeach one William Ruto and then charge him of embezzlement of public finance. The same thing that happened to Nicolas Fouquet in France under King Louis XIV administration. So folks, Let me leave it there today. If you've bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, tap on the subscription button and on the notification bell. If you are watching us outside of Kenya, drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. I've also pinned my number on the comment section. If you want to have a private chat with me, or even to support this show, contact me through my WhatsApp number. Don't forget to give this video a like. If you have not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana.